Hi guys, welcome back to FunkyKoolThreads. If you guys are new here, my name is Luisa, and today we're gonna be doing some Q&As and wrapping presents together. I've been doing this wrapping with you guys every year. This is my third year doing it, so I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Juan Carlos was actually supposed to be joining me on this Q&A, but he is very sick, guys. I have a full house of sick kids and a husband, and they're going through it, so send good vibes and hopefully everyone gets better before Christmas. Yeah, so he couldn't join us today, but I'm gonna pull up the questions and we're gonna get to wrapping some presents together. I got my little Wu-Tang Christmas sweater. I thrifted this last year right after Christmas, and I've been dying to wear it for this specific occasion, so I am so excited. Okay, so let's get to wrapping. So I told you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram a couple of days ago, and here we are. We're gonna start with the first question, and it was, how did you handle going from one kid to two? Honestly, it wasn't as hard mentally. I feel like it was a lot easier for me this time around having a third baby or a second baby because Juan Carlos was able to stay with me after I had Benny. As to like work on Mia, it was a lot harder because I straight went into postpartum depression like the minute I had her. I had her like I think on a Friday, and Juan Carlos had to go back to work on a Monday. As to where like with Benny, it wasn't so hard to handle and adjust into like that everyday routine because I feel like we adjust having a second child together as a family, and it was so much easier that way. And then when he finally went to work like 6 weeks later, like I was already in a routine, so it wasn't too bad, honestly. I feel like the first one is a little bit more harder to adjust to because it's a new life and a new form of like living with another human that you're responsible for. As to we're having a second one, you're already living in that routine, into that lifestyle. You're just adding another human. So it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. I thought I was gonna get postpartum all over again, but I actually didn't. So I'm really happy, like, you know, Juan Carlos was there with me after I had Benny. What is your holy grail items to thrift? Ooh, I would say my holy grail items to thrift. And just so you guys know right now, I'm just opening up all these like masks and I'm separating them. There is 6 girls that I'm doing this for. So like it's gonna be all like, oh no, oh my God, 7 girls that I'm doing this for. So it is a little, I'm just going into like a little order and just like adding a mask to each one. So that way you guys know what I'm doing. What is your holy grail items to thrift? I would say my holy grail items to thrift have to be, I would say true vintage, just because I feel like it's so timeless, it's iconic, it's different. I feel like true vintage is so different because you don't see a lot of those prints and patterns. I mean, you do a little bit more in like the fast fashion kind of industry, like they're trying to kind of mock like that 70s kind of style, but the silhouette and structure of the pieces are so different. So that's why I personally like to thrift true vintage. I just feel like there's something so timeless and special about them, and that would be like my grails that I thrift, like just true vintage, mainly pants. If we're getting specific, I love thrifting like amazing just like bottoms, and I've found some amazing bottoms in the past. Someone asked tips on time management and how to stay motivated enough for all your passions. So I really did think about this question because I was thinking to myself, like, how do I actually do everything? Because like obviously if you guys didn't know, and if you guys are very new to my channel, because I feel like we've gotten a lot of new faces this month and I'm so excited for you guys to be here. I do hair full time, so that's like my real, like, I would say real job outside of like YouTube, Depop, and then just like having FunkyKoolThreads and just managing that. I'm also self-employed, so I feel like what really helps me is honestly a planner. I am such an organizer and such a planner, and that's how I'm able to like balance like my life, is like just through planning and organizing on my planner. And it's okay to have more than one planner, guys. I have two specifically, one for hair and then one for the shop. And then for the one for my shop, I like to write out like what really helps me. And it's very like, I feel like it's very therapeutic too, is like planning out my day the day before. I really like to do like timestamps of my day. So like, okay, from like 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I want to take pictures. And then from 11:30 to 1:30, I want to do measurements. That way I'm not focusing on just like taking pictures for 4 hours and then I'm like exhausted and I don't want to do measurements because I'm over taking pictures. So definitely like scheduling like that time for yourself is going to help you not only manage your time, but manage your business and all the different things that you do, especially because I work at nighttime because I stay with my kids. I'm basically a stay-at-home mom. Like I stay with my kids all day and then I work at night. I try to manage my day very specifically and I only like to do Depop on certain days because obviously my kids are toddlers. Like they need that attention and you know, being with them and hanging out with them like is really good for their growth. So I really try to like manage like my Depop and like my children and like being a wife and like working all by planning my whole week out. I like to plan my day the day before. I try to do Depop only twice a week and then obviously I ship every day. So that's not really an issue because the kids are able to be with me while I, you know, package items and stuff. But that way you guys like know like when I film videos and stuff like that's all planned. So definitely having a planner, being organized, is the way to go for sure. I hope that was helpful, but that's how I like to manage like my time because it is hard when you like are self-employed, when you also have a small business and then you're also a mom and you're also a wife. It's like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how I do it sometimes, to be completely honest with you. Okay, next question. Favorite child... Ooh, Jesus, I am so sorry. Look at how cute these little mask wipes are. They're so adorable. And favorite child clothes thrifts that you have found? Ooh, I would say Karamia's coat collection. She has an amazing like coat selection and I feel like that's my favorite thing to thrift are coats. Just because I've gone super lucky in the coat department when it comes to Karamia's like coats. Like, every time I find like a penny lane coat for her, I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna love it. She's gonna flip. She's gonna look so cute. So I would say that's like my favorite thing to thrift. And also like bottoms for kids. Like Karamia has a really good jean collection and denim collection already going, but they're all pieces that she can't wear until she's like 5 or 6. So she still has like 2 years, but I just know it's gonna be so cute when she does get to like wear all those pieces. So I'm really excited for her. What's the craziest thing you found in a pocket? Ooh, honestly, nothing. I've only found a tissue. Like, I think that's like the most I've found in like a pocket is like tissue. So yeah, nothing exciting, but I know the day will come where I'll find money and, you know, maybe like a penny that's worth $1 million. I don't know, you know, things like that. The day will come. I think we're gonna wrap this one together for sure. So every year I do like a box for my brother and for like my sisters. I do a box for my brothers and for my sister-in-laws. This year I didn't really get my brothers much, and I know like my sister-in-laws are gonna use like most of the stuff, you know, but I know this year one of my sister-in-laws wanted an Ulta gift card, so I got her that instead of like the box thing. So that's for her. And then this is for Juan Carlos's Secret Santa, which is his cousin. So we're just gonna put it in this cute little bag that I just happened just to have here that my client gave me as a gift. So we're gonna make it all cute again and revive it. Okay, so this year for one of my sister-in-laws, we're doing a box for her. I got her this really cute, okay, let me see. Okay, I think she would like, I think she'll like the black one because it goes with her coffee table a little bit better, or her coffee station. But I got her like this black milk frother thing for her coffee. I think she would really like that. So I got her that. There we go. And I just had to figure out a way to like make this like look really cute. And then I got her like crushed ice because I know she loves crushed ice. And I know when she was pregnant with my niece and my nephew, like she loved Pepsi with the crushed ice from like Scotty's Donuts. If you're from Visalia, you know, girl, you know the Scotty's crushed ice Pepsi is smacking. So I got her some crushed ice little silicone thingies. So I hope she likes those too. So cute. Okay, so while I pack, oh, and then I got her, I'm going to show you guys everything I got her, and then I'll go to the next question. I also got her these really pretty kitchen towels. Like, they're so soft and just, like, so pretty. So I got her that, too. I got her something else. Okay, next question is... favorite thrift stores in Fresno. Ooh, I would say my favorite thrift is Valley Thrift Center. It is a little bit more expensive. Like, they are on the pricier side, girl. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. They're pretty pricey. What's your advice for dealing with difficult customers? I would definitely say just, like, keep it cool. Always be professional. That's like always the right thing to do when dealing with difficult customers is just be professional, keep it cool, make sure you communicate and use like the right words because sometimes miscommunication can lead into like a bigger problem and you're not trying to make the problem even bigger. You're just trying to diffuse that problem. So definitely be wise with your words, especially if it's like online, you know, like you never want to come off like rude, even if the customer is coming off rude. Always just be like your best customer service self. You know what I mean? And that's like the best at... You're fucking lying. Did I really just do that again? Oh my God, no, I literally thought... Am I doing it this way? I think I'm just going to do it this way because that is ridiculous that I just did that twice. There's no freaking way. I did have, sorry, I don't know where I left off with that question, but I did recently, I wouldn't say it's that recent, but at the Thrift and Vintage Expo, I did have a girl steal a pair of jeans from me. She told me she did it unintentionally. She thought that since it was an expo that you pick an item from each vendor and then you pay at the end. I don't know how she thought that, but I was like, no, like I saw her like leave my booth with a pair of jeans and I kind of just tracked her down and I was like, hey, like I think those jeans are from my shop. And she was like, oh yeah, like I was trying to find like where to pay. And I was like, oh, you pay over here. And I was literally on the other side. Like I had to like track her down. And she was like, oh, I thought you paid at the end. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. And even the girl that she was with, she's like, no, like that's not how it works. And I'm like, why would you think that, you know? So I was just super nice the whole time. But yeah, I was just like, no, like you have to like pay for them here. And so like I kind of just had her pay for them and she was like cool about it. But I just thought that whole situation was weird. I just kept my cool and I was being nice the whole time. And I just made sure to like explain to her like, yeah, like that's not how that works, basically. But I would say just keep your cool, be professional at all times, and be wise with your words, for sure. Because you never want to come off, like, rude because, like, I feel like you never want to come off rude because, I mean, obviously, like, people talk, and you never want to be, like, rude. And I'm not a rude person, so, like, I would hope I would never come off rude to someone, but... You never know, like, people talk just to talk sometimes, just to be assholes, and they'll just say things that aren't even true. So, I would say just always be, like, your best self, even when dealing with a difficult customer. I hope that was helpful, friend. I wish you the best. If you are dealing with a difficult customer, I'm sorry, because that really sucks, but you got this, and you're a fucking baddie. Like, you got this shit, bitch. Like, fuck it up, you know? Oh, I love this question. How did you meet your man? I love stories. Also loving the THRIFTMAS videos. Thank you. Thank you so much. Juan Carlos slid in my DMs. Yeah, it's not that romantic, guys, but yeah, he slid in my DMs. I really didn't want a relationship or anything. So Juan Carlos and I actually only dated and like talked, I would say. I wouldn't really call it like dating, but we like dated basically for like 2 months. And I had recently gone out of a really long-term relationship, and so did he. So I told him like I really just wanted time apart to kind of just, you know, do my thing. Like I was in a relationship for freaking like almost 5 years, so I definitely needed time to like breathe before I stepped into something serious. And I felt like the same with him, you know. I felt like he needed that space too. So yeah, we took like we stopped talking after like knowing each other for like 2 months, and then a year later, like exactly a year later, I was on a date at Olive Garden with this guy, and Juan Carlos was working there. And I went up to him when I was with my date, and he was like, "Is that your vato?" And I was like, "Nah, like that's just my coworker." And I didn't lie, like that was my coworker. Like he didn't know I had, like he knows now, but like at the time, like that wasn't his business to know that I was on a date. I was just like, "No," I was like, "That's my coworker." And I was like on a date with my coworker, which was so whack, honestly. How am I gonna wrap you? I'm gonna need to figure it out right now. So yeah, after seeing him at Olive Garden, like we kind of just started talking again, and like we would take like spontaneous trips to Fresno. Like I honestly like just didn't give him a choice. Like I would call him up and be like, "What are you doing?" And he'd be like, "Oh, like I'm in class." And I'd be like, "What are you doing after class?" And then he'd be like, "Nothing, like I'm just gonna be home or something." And I'm like, "Okay, like I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna go to Fresno." And we would go to Fresno a lot just to like go drink coffee and just like hang out. So it was really nice. Like we really got to know each other. And then within like a month, like he asked me to be his girlfriend. And then 8 months later, he asked me to marry him. Literally within 8 months, he asked me to marry him. We had moved in together already, and like for me that was a big deal because I had never lived with a man before, and I told myself like if I'm gonna live with someone, like this is the, like if I'm gonna marry someone, like I need to like live with them first, you know. So I lived with him. I fell even more in love with him, and he asked me to marry him 8 months later. And on our 1 year anniversary, guys, on our 1 year anniversary, we got married, and it was on a Friday night, and it was very intimate, and it was amazing. And then a year later we had Caramia. So it all happened super fast, but like obviously like we both don't regret it. Like we're still super in love. Like I just feel like having kids really tests your marriage, tests your relationship and stuff like that. But I feel like it's also brought us closer, because even though our days are super chaotic with like me being self-employed, having a small business, and him working a 9 to 5, and then coming home to children at the end of the day when they're in bed and it's just like me and him, like we are like, it's us all over again. I don't want to get sentimental because my nose is tickling. That's when I'm gonna cry. But like it's so nice to like sit together on the couch like at the end of the day and just like, wow, dude, like we're fucking doing it. Like it's crazy. Before Juan Carlos, I never wanted to get married. I never wanted to have kids. Like I didn't want that. Like that's not who I am as a person. So I was just like, no, like that's not happening for me. But then I met Juan Carlos, and he changed everything for me. Like I wanted to have babies with this man. I wanted to marry this man. I wanted to build a life with this man. So crazy. Let's like move on before I start crying. Aww. Someone said, please talk about how you balance it all. Work, wife, mom, thrift hustles, YouTube, IG. That's a full plate. Yes, it definitely is. And like I mentioned, I feel like planning really helps me kind of just balance everything out. I'm a huge planner and organizer, so that definitely just helps me like, you know, plan everything out. And sometimes plans don't go as planned. Like some days, like this week, like I had a whole week planned to like film content and like do things, and then also work with my full-time job that I have doing hair, and it didn't go as planned when the kids got sick. Like I had to really cut back on like Depop this week, and that's like the most important to me is like my kids and my family. Is like if they're sick, I'm gonna drop everything that I do to be there for him. If my kid wants me to sit on the couch and watch TV all day with them, drink hot cocoa to make them feel better because they don't feel like playing, they don't feel like running around, I'm gonna do that. And that was my day Tuesday, and that was my day today. So it was like, it was that, and then I had to go to work. So it's like, some days you're gonna have the days where like it doesn't go as planned, and that's okay. As long as you're there for the people that love you and mean the most to you, like that's all that matters, because those are the people that are gonna be there in the end, you know? So that's how I do it. Oh, it is fucking crazy. It's so crazy. No, just one more question. What's on your Christmas wish list? On my, they put your in big letters. What's on your Christmas wish list? Okay, on my Christmas wish list, guys, I am a very, very simple person. Very simple. I just want a water bottle. I literally just want a water bottle. That's all I want for Christmas, is a little water bottle. I know it seems like crazy, but I don't need much. I'm very simple. And even Juan Carlos asked me like what I wanted for Christmas, because I know his family is like super into Christmas. Like they do like the Christmas giftster thing and like do all that. But honestly, guys, like I didn't grow up like that. Like I was really grateful that my mom was able to get us like one present a year. Like I didn't care what it was, as long as like, I don't know, it was never about that for us. I feel like growing up, it was really much more about family, and I think that's why I'm such a like family oriented like person, because my mom's made us that way, and I appreciate her so much for that. So like Christmas was never really about presents for us. It was always about like just being with family and being united as one, and just being with my grandma, because, you know, my grandma's still around. She's raised 10 kids on her own, and she's a fucking badass. And I feel like she's one of my biggest inspirations. I can't believe she's like, you know, did that. So yeah, to me, it was always about family and never really about the presents. And I'm a very simple person when it comes to like presents. Like Juan Carlos asked me like what I wanted, or like his family wanted to know what I wanted for Christmas. And I just sent him my Amazon list, which is like full of like nonsense. It's like things that I want, but I don't need, like sticky notes, like the cutest little sticky notes, Korean snacks, like a water bottle, like cute coffee mugs, like literally just like the simplest things. I put some pens on there that I needed. So that's kind of just all I really asked for Christmas. All I'm really expecting Juan Carlos to get me is I really just want this pink water bottle, because I am in need of a water bottle, because mine has completely fallen apart thanks to my son. He literally just like broke my water bottle in half. How was he capable of doing that? I have no idea. But I have a couple clients who work for Starbucks, and one of them always buys me like the cute like Starbucks cups, which is so nice, because I feel like I would never spend money on that myself. And Benny freaking broke it in half. So I was like, what the heck, dude? So yeah, I'm just really wanting a water bottle for Christmas, because I've been having to use like these, and I don't really like using like water bottles, because I obviously drink more than that. So that's what's on my Christmas wish list. And then obviously I don't want to be cheesy, but like my mom would be like, oh, as long as my kids are well, like that's all that matters to me. And like I would hate when she would tell me that, like when I didn't have kids, and I'd be like, Mom, like what do you really want for Christmas, you know? But now being a mom, like that is all you really want. Like I just want my kids to be well and happy, and just like, you know, like I hope that I'm being like a good mom for them, and I hope they see me as like, you know, just like as a good mom. So it's so weird how like things change. That one's cute. Look how cute that is. I love that one. But yeah, guys, I think that is the end for all the questions. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I didn't really wrap much, but I'm glad that I have everything organized now to like wrap everything together. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me and being here with me today. As always, give your girl a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I will see you, I think, Christmas Eve. So yeah, I will see you guys on Christmas Eve with like we have 2 more videos to go. So I'll see you guys on Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas. So I cannot wait to see you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your holidays, and I hope you guys are well, your health is well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the family and friends that you guys have around you and your loved ones. And I wish you guys the best this holiday season. So I will see you guys soon. Bye guys. Merry Christmas.